One of the most highly and coveted Yu-Gi-Oh! Stories is about to continue. So the 30% of you that have not smashed the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button, smash it so you guys don't miss out more awesome content before you're like, oh my god, this isn't news. This is actually amazing news. Alright, so what you're seeing up here are two pieces of kanji, and they are snippets out of what is to come for the valuable book. Now, what does this end up translating to? Well, the curtain rises on a new conflict, the open land. Now, what does this mean? So for those of you that don't know, the isolated island, or closed land, in the Albaz lore is the name of the continent that all of the Abyss lore actually takes place on. Now you're like, okay, so we saw, Albaz and Ecclesia riding off into the sunset at the end of the lore. Well, we're not done. The ending was temporary. Now, we all kind of assumed that they were going to close the book on this lore and move on to something else because we were hitting the 25th anniversary here, but no, that does not appear to be the case. We are diving into this. Now, the second piece here underneath this mentions that the conclusion was only temporary. All right, so that should actually, kind of prove that, you got your temporary happy ending. If you were to quit Yu-Gi-Oh, you'd be very happy at this point in time because you saw that Fallen of Albaz got the girl. He did it, And then they rode off into the sunset. But there was always the question of, Quem is sitting there. You have Aluber, who now has become a Bysteel, sitting on top of the throne. There were a lot of unanswered questions as you watched these particular players, or in the story, head off and do their own thing. And of course, the little Spriggans is with our dear friend Albaz. So this now opens up the question. What are we doing now? Keep in mind that this was isolated on just a small land. Now that if we're opening this up and we're going to see other archetypes fall into this, there's so much potential storytelling that can actually be had here. Now, I'm a pretty big sucker in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh! Lore, and the fact that if we could have other crossovers, keep in mind, like, you had Time Thieves that were crossing over with, like, Cyframes and some of these other worlds, S-Force as well. Think about what they can actually do here for pre-existing and future design lore and some of the missing pieces. The church has essentially been disbanded at this point. Dogmatic is pretty much counted out. Tri-Brigade is, vibing. Shirag and dear old Frigette are doing their thing. There is so much that we can do and so many cool faces that we can bring to the table. I haven't been this excited. Oh, well, I hope you got your Dogmatic, or your Fallen of Albaz cards now, because this is about to get way more interesting over the next couple of years. Structure Deck 2, Fallen of Albaz, Electric Boogaloo, come and win. Please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'm so excited. Peace out, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.